Yes, I do.
Congratulations and Godspeed.
New this morning, after 4 days and 14 rounds of voting, California Representative Kevin McCarthy has been sworn in as the Speaker of the House of Representatives. The California Republican took the oath of office shortly after 12:30 our time, meaning the 2023 to 2024 session can officially begin. Here's Alexis Christoforous with more.
After 4 days of voting, a new Speaker of the House has finally been chosen.
The Honorable Kevin McCarthy of the state of California, having received a majority of the votes cast, is duly elected Speaker of the House of Representatives.
Republican Kevin McCarthy securing the Speaker's gavel after more than a dozen defeats this week.
That was easy, huh? In America, dreams can still come true.
But that was after tensions appearing to rise on the House floor between Republicans after McCarthy lost the 14th round of voting.
My friends, this chamber is now fully open for all Americans to visit.
The congressman from California picking up support from fellow Republicans on Friday, prompting cheers on the House floor during what's now the longest vote to elect a speaker since before the Civil War. McCarthy received 216 votes over Democratic Representative Hakeem Jeffries' 212 votes.
The D in Democrat stands for deliver.
Over the next 2 years, as we begin this 118th Congress, let us continue to fight.
20 Republicans had been holding firm against McCarthy, but that changed after a series of closed-door negotiations and concessions. Now that this battle for the Speaker is over, the members can finally be sworn in and move on to their legislative duties. Alexis Christoforous, ABC News, New York.
3 of the members who flipped to support McCarthy earlier in the day are from Texas. Austin Republican Chip Roy says he and several others agreed with McCarthy on a framework to change how Washington works.
That framework serves as the template by which we're going to be holding him accountable. And we're going to be working with our friends who are still on the floor and whose votes are still needed to ensure that we're going to have a framework that can be rallied around and that will make this place change on behalf of the American people and protect minority rights in what is a majoritarian body.
And with the election of a new House Speaker, McCarthy was finally able to swear in newly elected lawmakers who had been waiting all week for the chamber to formally open. One of whom, House Minority Speaker Hakeem Jeffries, making history as the first black lawmaker to lead a party in Congress. The New York congressman is also the first leader of the House Democrats to be born after the end of World War II. And here in Austin, our city leaders are making some changes of their own. Former Mayor Steve Adler tweeted out his farewell to Austin City Council. He wrote, "I'm out of here. It's been the privilege of a lifetime to serve as your mayor for 8 years." Well, that means Austin has a new mayor this morning. Kirk Watson was sworn in as the new mayor of the capital city last night, alongside 3 new council members. Watson returns to lead the city more than 20 years after his first term as mayor, after winning the runoff election last month. His speech, Watson noted that on the anniversary of the January 6th Capitol attack, he's hoping for unity in Austin.
What I care deeply about right now is finding ways to work together over the next year and beyond. In fact, the more the world around us becomes mired in division and inaction, the more I think we have a responsibility in Austin to come together and get things done for this city we all love.
When it comes to policy, Watson has said he plans to focus his term on addressing housing, child care costs, affordability, and traffic troubles. Watson will serve a 2-year term instead of the typical 4-year term. In 2021, Austin voters approved a proposition to move mayoral elections to the same year as presidential races, with the goal of increasing voter turnout for mayoral races. And 3 new faces will join Austin City Council as well. Jose Velasquez, Ryan Alter, and Zohab Kadri will represent District 3, 5, and 9. They all were elected in runoff races last month, too. Re-elected council members Natasha Harper Madison from District 1 and Paige Ellis from District 8 also took the oath of office last night. Time now 9:08, and more than 7 months after 19 children and 2 teachers were murdered inside Robb Elementary, the Texas Rangers are now taking action against one of their own. The KVUE defenders have confirmed that the Texas Department of Public Safety fired Texas Ranger Christopher Kindle, one of the 91 DPS employees who responded to the Robb Elementary shooting. Kindle is seen in much of the video that was released from inside the elementary school. He's the one in the hat and glasses who was seen on the phone during much of the response. He's the highest ranking member of DPS to be fired over what happened at Robb, and Kindle was one of the 7 officers who DPS suspended after the shooting. Now, this comes just a day after the Rangers turned over their initial report about the shooting to the Uvalde County District Attorney. The public won't see that report until the DA has a chance to review it and decide whether any criminal charges should be filed. The DA says she expects it to take until at least the spring to make those decisions. Well, in Virginia, an elementary school teacher is in the hospital this morning after a 6-year-old student shot her inside the classroom. Police say it was not an accident. The 6-year-old used a handgun, sending a bullet into the teacher's abdomen and into her hand. The school quickly went into lockdown while the 6-year-old couldn't be found. Parents there scrambling to the school, praying that victim wasn't one of their own.
My heart stopped. I was freaking out, very nervous, just wondering, was that one person my son? But he's okay.
Police say no one else was injured, and the 6-year-old was found in minutes and is now in custody. The teacher is still in life-threatening condition. Yesterday, a federal appeals court issued an order striking down a ban on bump stocks. Bump stocks allow semi-automatic firearms to shoot more than one shot with just one pull to the trigger. Now, the ban was instituted after the 27 Las Vegas massacre. In a 13-1 decision, the New Orleans-based court said despite the pressure former President Trump faced to impose the ban after the massacre, it's up to Congress, not a president, to take action. The bump stock ban was upheld in 2021 when a Fifth Circuit ruled against a Texas gun owner. The current case will likely be appealed to the Supreme Court. And coming up on Weekend Daybreak, this weekend has a lot of great events at even better prices. The free concerts that you can check out today. Plus, we're recognizing one Austin night going above and beyond to make Central Texas a home for everyone. That's next.